Ready in 2 minutes. That's perfect, man. We're gonna run the intro.
Welcome to the show. It's Streaming 101, where the tips are hot and we're having fun. I'm your host, Real Deal, here to keep it lit, dropping all the streaming tips, bit by bit. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go. Keep your mic clean, set the right scene, engage with your chat, keep it evergreen. From overlays to vibes and your niche so tight, let your passion shine, bring the hype tonight. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go. Clean, set the right scene, engage with your chat, keep it evergreen. From overlays to vibes and your niche so tight, let your passion shine, bring the hype tonight. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go.
Big shout out to Emoji J. Welcome, guys. Streaming 101. This is our first episode, pilot episode. I'm blessed to have you all with me. I got two fantastic guests tonight. We got Top Badge Masterpiece, Top Badge Big Country. This is a show here for you guys. This is for all the people that come in here, and I want to get this. I want to get this going here for you guys. I want you guys to share in some of the success that I've had. Shares, I know that my guests, they also feel the same way. We're gonna learn some stuff today. Um, if you guys want to ask questions, anything like that whatsoever, feel free to shoot questions in the chat, because after all, this is for you guys, right? Like to keep all the comments respectful, no profanity or anything down there, because we are going for a feature approved show. Um, Make sure you fave all the guests, fave each other. Okay, so that's what it's about: networking and learning. So let's get in there, guys. I got my first guest tonight. It's gonna be Masterpiece. Whenever you're ready, Masterpiece, hop into the box. Super jacked, super jacked for this. Put in a little bit of effort, and the people that are involved with me, but make sure that you guys are hitting up my admins. Be right there. I have 8:15 is my time in. We can still chit chat for 5 minutes, man. You're good, bro. That's why I said whenever you're ready, hop in the box. Um, yeah, make sure if you guys want to get into the show here, hit up Deadshot, Dreammaker, Beard Raider, Emoji J, or Lucky Mama. All my admins. Today we're gonna talk just about getting started in streaming. I think that there's a lot of people on here that they get into streaming, and they get the app, they turn it on, and it's, God, what is this? What have I entered into? This whole new world. It's a digital world that I'm not used to. I think that there's a big level of anxiety with that comes along with it. Checking out streams, turning on your own stream. Me personally, when I seen this app and I first got on here, it was something that I just jumped right in head first, and I pushed that live button. And here we are 2 years, almost 2.5 years later, and we've had a lot of success. And it's not the same for everybody though, right? So that's why we're gonna get into some of the tips of the trade and tricks of the trade as well. I know Masterpiece, he is absolutely 100% one of the most stand-up men on this app that I've come across. He's very, very knowledgeable. He's done a lot of stuff on this app. Brings a lot of blessings to this app for a lot of different people. Whenever you're ready there, brother, hop in. Definitely, I'm excited to hear what the things that he has to say. And if you guys have questions, man, feel free. Anything that yay, I didn't miss it. No, you didn't miss it, Sammy. Get in there. If you guys have questions or anything like that whatsoever, please feel free to shoot them in the comments. And I'll do my best to keep track on what you guys are asking, and we'll ask our guests these questions as we go along here. If there's anybody new in here, please make sure that you guys hit that favorite button up top. Also hit all of the top three here. Favorite the gifters as well. All gifts are appreciated. Nothing's expected. You guys do you. I'm excited too, Tim. I'm excited too. This is going to be good. Big Tom, welcome in. A lot of familiar faces, man. I tried to advertise this as much as I could. We're going to get it out. We're going to have advertising more on point for the next episode. I'm going to have the flyer made for my next guests probably by the end of the weekend. Big Tom, man. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. We're just getting started here. Good, my brother. You good? Hey. Please know I appreciate all the gifts. If I don't acknowledge right away, it's not that I don't appreciate it. It's just that we're in the middle of a conversation. Turn my paddles off here for a minute. Any spotlights that you guys might have, feel free to throw those spotlights up. Let's see if we can't get up to that top spot for our hour here. Masterpiece, welcome in. Tom, thank you. Let's go, Moldy. Moldy, it's only going to be the guests for the show today, man. Like for the next 45 minutes. Without further ado, here's our first guest. What's going on, man?
Real deal.
How you doing, brother?
Super excited for this, bro. I figured with all those dragons flying around, I had to bring a dragon in myself, manifest some more over here.
I like it. Big shout out to you, man. I really appreciate you being here tonight, man.
100%. I appreciate your patience, man. I was just finishing up dinner for the kids.
Man, you're good, brother. You're good. Family first, always, man.
Always.
You know what it is. So, like we're getting into. I figure we'll get into like the beginning basics. You know what I mean, for our first episode here, and just kind of. I kind of gave like a brief rundown of my initial experience coming onto the app, and just kind of jumping in and how it all went.
Okay.
And I figured maybe if you wanted to share, your initial experience of coming onto the app, how you came here, how you came across it, were you going to streams first, like that type of stuff.
Sure thing. And definitely maybe like some of the lessons I learned along the way that I maybe should have done better in those early days, weeks, months that I was on.
Right. That's what this is about, man. This is about us. I feel like I've had a lot of success on here. You've had a lot of success on here. Our other guests who just entered the building, Big Country, has had substantial success on this app. And it's about sharing those things, right?
Hmm.
And
Definitely.
enjoy and being able to help others kind of follow in the footsteps.
100%. 100%. So I got on the app through POF. POF and Meet Me were together for a long time. And I got on the app through POF. I had been a member of POF since 2009 when it was a website, not even an app yet. I actually met my first wife on POF and many other interesting people through my journey. And in 2021, I guess it was, in the spring, I found out that my ex-wife wanted a divorce. She had been very jealous about social media stuff, so I hadn't been involved in any of the social media that I usually was. And I had lost my whole social media network due to her mistrust of people in my history. So I knew that I had to rebuild my social media. And when I found the live stream on POF, I started to think about whether this was a place where I could rebuild a social media following. Um, I first pushed the live button in June of 2021. Um,
So that's
I was
five,
in
almost 4 years, right? 4 years now.
almost 4 years. Yep. Yep. And, it was slow. I was a male streamer that had not done anything around the app. I hadn't spun wheels. I hadn't gifted anything. I hadn't swiped anything. And I didn't swipe anything for 8 months because I'm very discerning in what I invest my money and my time in. And interestingly enough, I did use it to meet people and to network. And I actually met up with a girl that I had known in the past, big age gap. I was her reading tutor in her like eighth grade. I was like 17. But we met as adults on here. We wound up dating and we wound up experimenting on stream quite a bit because she was a female streamer that wasn't real big. She wasn't gifting, but man, the traffic she got was insane. How fast she got people in the door and more traffic in an hour, more traffic in 2 hours. It was just insane. Like I could be live for 10 hours at that time and have 5 views, and maybe two of them would speak up and one of them was probably a troll. So it's
Right.
very like slow development for male streamers unless we learn how to better network and get more people coming in. And it's not always just about gifting, but gifting is a fast way to do it. So in those 8 months, I would watch videos, I would send roses, EBTs, and I really took a good look at who I wanted to spend my time with based on who was cool with the fact that I was a no ring, no VIP that wasn't swiping. If they weren't cool with me, then I didn't follow them as I grew and built on the app. The ones that did let me in and did accept me, no gifts, whatever, EBTs, those are the ones I rode with a long time. Tilla, Country, Brody, Classic OG, PYT. Those are big names of people that I was always checking out their streams and they were always welcoming and friendly to me, even though I was not swiping. But in March of 2022, I did decide to start swiping as a way to get attention, build up my traffic, you know, get some clout, get some following because my streams were still halfway dead. I'd be lucky to hit 10 views and 1,000 diamonds a week, And so I understand how difficult it is for the male streamer to get that kind of following, to get that kind of traffic up. But that was the way that I went about it. And when I did swipe, I had a very specific strategy in mind in terms of what my goals were on the app. I was trying to build my Instagram following to 1,000. I did that in that year. I was trying to start building my YouTube following. I was trying to help other people grow and build and meet their goals out here. And at the same time, I wanted to hit my goals out here. And so gradually it takes time, but your vibe attracts your tribe and you start to attract the kind of people that are ready to grow with you versus to step on you to get ahead and leave you behind or to pull you down to their level.
Absolutely. If there's anything that maybe you did while you were starting off that you could step back in time, say, you know what, man, maybe that wasn't the right decision. Maybe if I had done this different.
Mhm.
What do you think? What do you think? Is there something that you can look back at and say, hey, man, this is a real error for me? And
The biggest thing is, even though like I did have I had a lot more money to throw around that, and I do still have a little bit of expendable money to throw around. It's important not to overinvest financially or emotionally in somebody when you haven't known them very long out here. I think we're in this rapid, accelerated social experience, and so sometimes it feels like we've known each other a lot longer than we actually have. And as much as we may get to know each other and what we present on stream, there's a lot of people that have other things going on, other difficulties, other challenges, other mental difficulties, emotional, whatever, that we don't know anything about. And we may overinvest either emotionally, like relationship wise, friendship wise, or we may overinvest financially and not feel like we're getting back what we wanted to put into it. Obviously, we don't want to gift with expectations, but if I'm gifting somebody, there's got to be some degree of support. There's got to be some degree of like, if somebody's not thanking me for fives, I'm not going to throw wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like
that makes a lot of sense.
there has to be gratitude. There has to be humility. Those are the things I'm looking for. And I didn't know what I was looking for then. So being clear about what you're looking to support, I support entertainment and positive vibe streamers. That's what I support. I don't support any emotional stuff or any other difficulties like that, because it's
There's a
not
lot of
entertainment. Don't bring it here, Go to a
there's like
therapist, go to a support group.
yeah, there's a lot of that on this app, right? There's a lot of emotional
Mm-hmm.
involvement with the app, and I hear it all the time from other streamers about how they come here to release that emotion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
So
I don't know that like that some people find that entertaining, but I think the bulk of us, like, we're here for a different reason and a different nature.
I would
Like,
say
I
that,
can
like,
really resonate with what you're saying there.
yeah, like when I was dropping crazy, I do that from time to time. I had too high a limit for how much I would drop on somebody before I saw what their true colors were. So that's something that I've dialed back now. I generally don't go higher than a jet on somebody's board before I see how they're going to move and whether they're going to be in any way supportive of me. And support comes in a lot of ways. I've got some amazing supporters in my stream that don't gift me, but they run up the hearts and they talk to the comments and they get in the box and run my stream when I'm not there, and they hold it down and they spam comments and they admin and they do all these extra things that mean they don't need to be gifting because they're supporting. Support comes in a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways we can support a stream. There's a couple of, it's not, you don't have to single yourself out, you know what I'm saying? But that was really it. I used to go 50 to 100, 80K deep on somebody's board before I figured out what they were really about. And sometimes when you throw a lot of money at somebody, it changes them because they start to become focused on that money and what they got to do to get more of it, and dependent, reliant. They start blowing all the money they're making, and then they're counting on you to gift them. And if you don't gift them, they become mad, they become hostile, and start talking smack about you around the app. It's ridiculous what can happen here. Questions? Are we saving questions for the end of the show? I've been seeing some questions in the comments, and I don't want to ignore them, but there's definitely not quite the moment to be answering them.
Yeah, no, like if I'm just looking back here. I did see that Beard Raider had a question. What
Yep.
advice do you have for stream? What advice do you have for streamers that are starting out?
Um, you know, okay, so there's two big things that I always talk to people about. The first is be in control of the things you can be in control of. We're streamers, we can't control everything out here, but we can control four things. We can control how we show up, right? I look good, I've got a nice fresh shirt, I've got my background, my lights, how we show up. We can control how we run our stream. How is our stream conducted? Do we bouncer people? Do we let people get kicked? Do we kick people for not talking? Like, what is our policy for how we run the stream? You can control your stream, but you have to. And a lot of people give up control of the stream for fear of losing people. It's kind of like giving up boundaries in your personal life for fear of losing people. You got to be firm in what your rules and your boundaries are in your stream, and you got to hold to it. And then you can control your actions and your reactions. And for me, if I've ever felt out of control of one of those four things, I just walk away from my live or I end it and I come back because it's not worth the loss of what I'm trying to bring to the stream just because I'm off on one of those aspects. I'm out of control of my reactions. It's one of the
Absolutely.
reasons I don't get obscenely drunk on my stream, because obscene drunkenness means that I lose control of my actions and my reactions.
Yeah, and I can totally resonate with what you just said there. I stopped drinking pretty much altogether, never mind just on stream, and
Mm,
it was because of a situation that had occurred. There it is.
mm-hmm,
You know,
mm-hmm.
and even though it's funny, and like the people that were around had a good laugh and all that, me myself as a streamer and as an entertainer and as a man, a father, a person that's putting myself into the public eye, I didn't want that to be I didn't want that to be what the focal point was for people when they see me.
Totally.
Right? I want them to see me for the man that I am, the father that I am, the human that I am. I think that
Yes.
the genuineness of that and the authenticity of that is what makes me me. Right?
Facts.
And
Yep.
I find that I absolutely find that in see me for pictures and videos. You're funny, Dream. Like I find the people that I have around me in my circle, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're real, genuine people that are here for social effect, for entertainment effect, to enjoy themselves. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Facts.
that's
Facts.
it's a big thing. And I find that a lot of people get lost in this stuff that's up here. They get
Yep,
lost in it, and
they do.
like it's very easy. It's very easy to get lost in that stuff. I think that when you look at
It's
the grand scheme of it, the grand scheme of it is that we're here for each other. This is a byproduct, right?
yes, yes. And it's easy to get lost in that, but I can tell you from the perspective of being a gifter and the type of gifter that I am, anybody that's lost in the sauce on their diamonds doesn't get supported by me. People that bring content and positive vibes and entertainment, there's a lot of different entertainment that you can bring to the stream. People that recognize their gifters, one of the biggest things you can do as a starting out streamer is to have a whiteboard or a chalkboard or something behind you that you can recognize your top gifters on, because more people will gift you to get on that board. It
Posting on
will happen.
Instagram is another thing too. If you make a post with your weekly gifters
Hmm.
every week, it's actually something that I've started to do because I want to recognize you guys. You guys
Yep.
without you guys, this stuff doesn't happen. You know?
Facts. Facts. Um, The other thing that I would recommend for beginning streamers to think about, especially if they have aspirations of being potentially a top badge in the future, or they want to really be big entertaining streamers. This was what my admin told me when he found out I was going for a top badge, and I had to mull over it and think over it for a while. He said, first off, you want to be able to describe in one sentence or maybe two, what is your stream about, right? What is your stream about? The second thing is you want to be able to answer, why do people come to your live? Why do people stay in your live? And what is your community about? So I'm going to answer those questions for you guys real fast so you kind of get a feel for where to go with that, where I went with it. I thought about it for a while and I came up with what my stream is about is free game. It's an opportunity to share knowledge, wisdom, experience, and information with each other so that we can all level up and improve ourselves on and off the app. Sometimes I'm sharing new music. Sometimes I'm working on projects. Sometimes we're learning things together. That's what I'm all about. Why do people come to my live? Because I'm unique, I'm interesting, I'm the clout, and I bring a wide variety of content to the stream. Every day is different. I'm not just chilling here, sitting back, smoking something or drinking something and waiting for content to come my way. I'm bringing content on here every day as much as I can. Why do people come back? Because my vibe is positive and my goal is to have people leave my stream feeling better about themselves than they came in. And what is my community about? It's about mutual support. It's about upholding the boundaries that I have for people that I rock with of authenticity, honor, respect, and loyalty. And it's about lifting each other up. Like I can step on people and build my own kingdom and be a tyrant, or I can bring everybody up with me and build an empire together.
Yeah. It's I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot about who I am. Never mind the streaming part. Right? The streaming part has come second nature to it, but you've helped me learn about myself. And like that. I think that's what you base some of your stream on. That's why I come back to your streams. Something that it's an enticing feature for me, anyways.
Hmm.
And I think that a lot of other people would agree with that.
Appreciate that.
There's a lot of different people on this app.
Hmm.
There's very there's very few that are unique though in their own ways, and how they. I find there's a very common denominator for a lot of streams. That common denominator is to you know pass time by.
Facts.
So
Yep, I agree.
you know, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Any final thoughts? Any things that you've thought about? Maybe shooting out there for people. Um, you
Um,
know,
I think it's
want
really important to be clear about what your goals are on the app. Why are you here? Why are you investing your time? Why are you investing potentially money? Like, what are your goals? Are you just looking to kick it with people online? Are you actually looking to meet somebody? Are you actually looking for a relationship? Are you trying to be a top badge streamer, or are you just trying to be like a trolling streamer? There's all kinds, and there's room for everybody to be whatever they want to be, but it's like it's important to be clear in what your goals are on the app, and you can always change them. That's what goals are about, is like writing them down and reevaluating them as you go. But if you don't, you kind of come on here, you push the live button, and you have no idea really what you're trying to do. It can be seen by the people that come into live that you're not really like focused on what your stream is about. If you're trying to be a top badge and you're sitting here waiting for people to come in the room and say hi, or you're off camera showing the ceiling, that's not the path to do that. I'm happy to help people find the path to meet their goals, but they have to figure out what those goals are. I can't do that for them.
yeah. Oh, I appreciate you being here, man. The first episode of Streaming 101. I couldn't have thought of a better person to be on my guest, man. Much appreciated. Anybody down in the chat, guys, if you don't know this man right here, make sure that you hit him with a favorite, man. Top Edge Masterpiece. Tell us when you go live. If you have any events upcoming, anything like that.
Sure thing, sure thing. So typically, my schedule is on my bio. I'm an afternoon streamer primarily. I am also a full-time student, so I've recently adjusted my schedule. I'm not streaming Mondays or Saturdays unless there's a special event or something going on. I may stream this coming Monday for the contest, but aside from that, I'm just gonna cool on and be able to work on my schoolwork and have family time Saturday. Tuesday through Friday, I go live from about 12 to 2, sometimes a little earlier. Friday, I usually do a Friday night stream. So tonight, instead of story time, you're going to get my 50 milli party and fave party from 9 p.m. to midnight right after this show. It's a fave party. It's all about growing and building our network. So if you want to come in and see how those things work, see how people run a fave party, those can all be really good experiences for newer streamers and older streamers that haven't been exposed to it before too. Aside from that, on Sunday, I do a Spiritual Sunday stream. If my schedule changes, it's always posted on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram. It's got a lot of positive, uplifting, self-improvement tips. I look at, my stream and my Instagram and my YouTube as all an extension of what I do in my life as life coach and consultant and mentor and teacher, that I can share these little tidbits and resources out to everybody, and hopefully they can benefit from it. Follow the Instagram, follow the YouTube, and I don't have any
Linked in your
other
bio, right?
major events coming. Sorry?
That's linked in your bio.
It's linked in my bio. Yep. Anybody can click on here. They'll see my schedule, my family info, and my links, my Instagram, my YouTube. All of that is there. YouTube has a limited number of videos, but it does have some of my old book club recordings, which are very, very good. And, I'm always trying to be available to support people that are figuring out their way on the app because I've been here a long time and I'm happy to share my experience to help y'all grow and build and become the best versions of yourselves you can be on this stream because that's all I really want to see for anybody.
Oh, again, 100% appreciate you being here. Thanks again, man.
Thank you very much, Real. Appreciate y'all. Thanks so much.
Much love, brother. That's Top Edge Masterpiece, guys. What a really good guy, man. If you guys have questions or anything like that that you want to ask him, you got to go in there, go check him out. He's got his Millie party tonight from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern, or 12 a.m. sorry, Eastern Standard Time. Big 50 mil loaded for that man right there. And we got a next guest coming in, man. Just absolute phenomenal man right here. I'm blessed to know this man. I've known Big Country for quite some time, and I've learned a lot from him too. So, Big Country, if you're in the mix, man, let's get you into the box here, brother. Jack, just head towards me, man. When I'm done, I will reach out to you. Okay, this is over in 20 minutes.
What's
Big
up, guys?
Country.
It's gonna be. Let me just switch this real quick because I put you guys in the light here.
There we go.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just had my show. Everything is good. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys so much, man. We good. We here.
We're here, man.
Yeah,
the first
man.
episode
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's a blessing to be here, man. Without all you guys, I wouldn't be a streamer. So, I am thankful to the people that are around me. You have been one of the more influential streamers in my journey here. And I know that there's a lot of other people that feel that way. So this episode here, we're talking about kind of just jumping into streaming, the beginning stages, how we got into it. So me personally, I started on POF. I was on POF for about a year and 2 months, and then I jumped over to Meet Me when we did the split. I've been here since February, right? Just kind of the experiences that we went through. So with some of the stuff that really made the stream pop for us, maybe things that we learned from, some stuff that we look back on now, all this time later, and hey man, maybe I could have done something a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
Give us a brief rundown, man. Like, when did you start?
I started in 22, man. Big shout out to my brother Masterpiece, man. He dropped a lot of gems. You know what I mean? Very knowledgeable, man. I love his strategic. He's He's a very strategist person. He strategizes everything, man. So I love him to death. Like it's nothing I wouldn't do for him. You know what I mean? And I would be able to call him my brother. To be honest with you. So
that part. That part.
yeah, man.
I resonate with you on that. That man there is one of my best friends on this
Man,
app.
so he's a gift, man. He's a blessing. For real. But man, I started in 22. I was like Masterpiece. I didn't start streaming till like level 70. You know what I mean? I was just a gifter, man. I didn't understand, but I was the type of person I'm always jumping to people by talking about Jesus. You know what I mean? They've just been me and still doing it today. You know what I mean? And just bringing more positivity to the stream, man. And I asked, someone asked me as a gifter, hey, you should try to start streaming, man. I'm like, man, I'm a little nervous. I was nervous to stream, man. You know what I'm saying? But one day I sat down and I prayed and I asked God, just wherever you got me, where you want to lead me at, man. And I just want to be able to tell people, who you are. And then realize so many people that go through so much, and this is the new norm. You know what I mean? Like they get in here just for distraction. And got on here, man, to start streaming. And my first stream I ever touched the button was 1.7 million in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? It's because people know me. Like my brother said, like, you start strategizing. I didn't even think of a strategy. I didn't even know nothing about it. The fact that some people is guilt for their own expectations. You know what I mean? They look you as a business standpoint. People only gonna love you just as much as they can use you, right? So I learned a lot along the way. Like it wasn't their attention just become my friend or get to know me. It's because what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've learned a lot, and again, you got to go through these things to realize people that's in front of you worth holding on to, and meeting yourself and my brother Masterpiece, man. And like I will say, I don't open up or trust too many people, especially coming from a man. So, but when I can call him, you know what I mean, and just a few other people, but like taught me along the way. Me and Masterpiece just met down the line, but I've learned so much, man, that I realized uh, your friendship will get tested. You know what I mean? Because the same person pushed me to become a streamer. No longer they talked about me because I got my top badge before they did. You know what I mean? And I got my top badge. I applied for my top badge July 31st at 10:42 Eastern. I mean Central, which is 11:42. And I got so July 31st. I got my top badge August 2nd in 3 days. 2 days, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So,
That,
but the problem,
that's
what I'm saying is,
inspirational. That's inspirational, though. You know that. I just want to point something out here real quick. That's the good guy winning right there. That's the
amen,
good guy.
amen,
That is the good guy winning, man.
amen.
And
And I love it, man. I just love the fact that I can share positivity and meeting the people along the way. Love to share positivity, man. Is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So I just enjoy being around positive people. I just, it's just a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean?
it
Like
is. I do. I
it's so
totally.
draining.
I resonate with you, man. You absolutely have taught me. You taught me how to look at myself with confidence, man. Which I had a hard time doing. I really did. It was something that I looked in the mirror and I wasn't very proud. And it wasn't until I came into one of your streams and I heard you talking about male empowerment and that
Man,
we needed to empower each other as men on this earth.
that part, that
And
part.
from that point on, man, I look at myself every day. Every day I look at myself in the mirror and I'm proud because I'm a little bit better than the day before, even if it's
Amen.
just a little micro fracture.
Amen. You know what's crazy though, real? You guys were talking about a money situation. In my stream, we was talking about it at the same time. The love of money, how money rule. We was both y'all was both talking about the same thing at the same time. I was like, oh my God, this is confirmation, man. And again, I'm just grateful to meet people like yourself, man, and just other people, bro. Like I met a lot of amazing people, and I look at some people, man, because I'm not a negative person, right? So, um, I'm very careful with my words, right? Because I'm. This is the same mouth that say speak highly to me. Use you as an example. This is the same mouth that I speak highly to you, but at the same time, it be the same mouth that talk down on you, go against you, which people that you used to be your friends or you call your friends. So I'm the same mouth that I give glory to God, and the same mouth I curse a person. So for me, I'm careful with my words. You know what I mean? So anybody says that you uh, uh okay, so like um I'm the same person, just I love speaking positive to someone, man, and I don't like speaking negative down because I don't know their mental state. You know what I mean? I don't know what people go through, so it's very hard for me to be able to resonate to that, man. So even if I get with you right now, I can guarantee you right now, it's people in here that may be going through something. They strangers, right? So I can't. We got to be the advocate. All men ain't bad. Like they put
That
the
part.
stigma, you know what I mean, on us. um, I'm here to push the envelope. Like it's bad enough. Like I don't think people understand the pain what a man go through that he stays in their head. Like we go through so much and we keep it there. So my encouragement to be men empowerment, man. It's okay to cry to another man, and let him know how you feel. I can talk to Stardust, for example, right? And I could tell her, ask her about some things. She only can tell me what she experienced. What she cannot tell me from a man's point of view. You get what I mean? So I just came on here
100%.
on the app, man. Just want to be able to push the envelope for men empowerment. It's okay. It's okay to lean on each other, man. So
You
yeah.
know, it's you like I said, you definitely struck with me, man, and you've taught me some things along the way. Now, I asked Masterpiece this question. I'm going to ask you the same thing. So about streaming. Well, that's what I'm about to do it right now. If you got a question, Dream, make sure to ask it in the comments there. But if there's something that you could describe maybe that you look back on from your start that you could change. If there was anything, well, maybe I didn't go about this the right way. Maybe I didn't talk about these things the right way. I didn't move in the right direction, or my goals weren't the right place. Is there anything that you would look back now and change?
No, I wouldn't want to change anything because my struggle and my issues and my problems made me who I am. Like I don't want to change nothing because it structured me and molded me to be this motivational person I am right now. Like I wouldn't like going through people that you thought your friends and going through people that did you wrong. It just molded me. That's all it is because now I know what to look out for. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I know what to look out for, how to look at it, approach it from a little different. So my answer to you, I wouldn't want to change anything. Absolutely nothing. And I don't regret it. No one pushed me to do anything. I did it on my own, figure out my own mistakes, man. I just learned from other people. So at the end of the day, I am grateful for the situation. I mean, it hurted at the time. I didn't like it, but at the same time, it molded me who I am.
Good answer, man. Good answer. So seeing here, Dream saying, how long did you stream in the beginning? When you first started off, were you streaming for an hour? Were you streaming for 10
Uh,
minutes?
no, my first stream was like 15 minutes, and I started crying, y'all. I was battling Nick Styles. Me and Nick Styles are very close as well. So,
I know, Nick.
I was on I was on top of the world, man. I was making a lot of money, nothing to do with the app, but I brought Nick to Florida with me. I had a season suite for the Miami Dolphins, for my business. You know what I mean? So I brought him out there, man, and I was getting ready to delete the app. I'm in the elevator, getting ready to delete my app. I said, it doesn't make sense to me. I just don't want to do it no more. He said, no, country, just uninstall it. Don't delete it. And he said, you should just go live, man. I said, I'm nervous. Like I'm just nervous what people gonna say, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything. So I'm like, no. So he encouraged me to do it, and I battled him, and he said, I let people know that you're gonna stream, and I did. And it was like 1.7 million, man. And know what I did? I ain't know nothing about it. I converted and gave it all back. Right away. I ain't even wait. I converted everything at that given moment. Shit, I wasn't even I became gold through two. It was fast, but I gave it right back right away because I'm a giver. You know what I mean?
It
But
speaks to the character, man. It speaks
yeah,
to the
yeah,
character
yeah.
100%.
Do
There's a
you
reason
still?
that 1.7 milli stream in 15 minutes happened. I'm sure it's because you're a good man.
Yeah.
You're a good
And can I
guy,
be
man.
honest with you, bro? A lot of it wasn't from a friendship point of view. A lot of it was more for they loved me at the time because what I was doing for other people. You know what I mean? It wasn't only a few in that transition that they was gifting. A few of those is still around. The other one just like, you know what I mean? It wasn't from a genuine standpoint.
Yeah, yeah. I had kind of a different experience too when I first started
No, I
streaming.
don't.
I jumped right in.
I
I
freaking
jumped
do you
right in, and,
stream.
and I didn't start gifting until it was maybe like four people that I gifted for, and everything else I didn't start gifting heavy until maybe 3 or 4 months into my journey.
Yeah.
So I think it's different strokes for different folks, right? Some people
Yeah.
they don't stream for years. They're on this. Some people have been on this app for absolute years, and they gift and they check out different streams, and they don't push the live button. And then other
Amen.
people jump right in there first, head first, and test the waters.
Yeah. I just learned a lot. I learned so much, bro. Like, it, man, it's just tough. You know what I mean? Because my stream is not that entertaining. I'm not a toxic person. Today, toxicity and negativity is the most attractive thing in the world, right? Because I talk about Jesus, mine's not that entertaining. at all. People
I don't know.
based
I
off
disagree. I disagree with you, man. And like I said it before, right? It's different strokes for different
it
folks.
is, it is. But what I'm
You
saying,
have your people.
overall negativity and toxicity, that's what sells. You get what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
if you to go to a fight, if you Mayweather getting ready to build up to a fight with an MMA fight or just Mike Tyson and that Jake Paul guy, it built up so much, but they have so much attention because negativity in the media. But like I talk about Jesus a lot, you know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, man, my traffic is not but the difference is my traffic is long term. Like it's the same people back then. Come from a genuine. I'm
Longevity.
okay. Longevity. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the little people coming mines, but I know it's come from a genuine place. I know they mean well. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. So yeah.
Yeah. So frequency. What do you think for frequency of streaming? Like when people are starting off, should they stream once a week? Should they stream every day?
How often do she stream?
How often do I stream?
No, you talk about frequency, right? Who I'm asking? Frequency,
Well,
right?
yeah, so frequency. That was something that Lucky Mama had asked her, and like I think that's a really good point there, man, about frequency. Is that you know, for me, I'm very consistent. I
So
stream
you can't
very
expect
regularly.
you can't expect your stream to move. You don't put in work. It's like going to a job, man. You know what I mean?
That
You
part.
can't expect anything. Like if you don't put in no, that's like working out. You like working out. You want to lose 30 pounds. You can't expect to lose 30 pounds or shape up and get muscles if you don't go to the gym. You go to the gym once a week. You're not gonna see no results. You know what I mean? You're not gonna
Yep, you
see
got
no
to put in the
results.
time. You got to
You
put in
got
the
to put
time.
in the time, man. You got to put in the time, and then you put in with the right people. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I encourage people don't give right away. Give to the right person. Give because you love doing it. You know what I mean? And each stroke, like you said, it's different from everybody else. I'm a gifted man, so I just love it. I get excited. I love to see people smile. You know what I mean? But
That
some
part.
people just use it as she could cut. Listen, man, it's people on here with like 700, 600 milli on the board and level 70. Okay, how they get it, they get it. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense to me, but at the end of the
No,
day, you can't get mad because nobody forced them to force you to push a button. You do it because you love being around those people, man. And I want to say this though, like if you're going to have people come in my stream and just love hearing positivity, but they'll go to another stream because they're competitive. Even though they somebody negative tag, next you know they got 200 or 300K on their board, but they spent 2 or 3 hours in mine for positivity. So you just gotta, just weave it out who you give to. Don't give because of like a person. You give because it's right. Don't give because you like it. You can like a lot of people. You give because it's the right thing to do, not what you because that person love being around that person. You got to have reason because it's the difference between chasing someone and pursuing it. So it's a big difference to me. You know what I mean?
that there's one of the biggest facts that we've
Yeah,
had tonight, man. That's a big fact. You don't gift someone because it's a likable factor. You gift them because it's the right thing to do.
right
And
thing to do.
I find that there's a lot of streamers on here that have those gifters because they like them. They like the person, and maybe the person is not the most positive person on the app.
That
And
part.
maybe they're not the most entertaining person on the app, but they bring something to that person that they really like. I really like that, man, and I
Yeah,
feel like I've done my gifting very similar. I gift people because I enjoy it first of all, but I gift people that I feel deserve to have those gifts. The good people on this app, not the Rickies and like that line of
I don't mind gifting new streamers. I actually love that, right?
yeah,
But
new streamers are great, man. New streamers
here's
are
what
great, but
disturbs me
like
away. When I see new streamers, and when I see they description say positive vibes only, and I go on your stream and it's negative, it don't make sense to me. So that just removes myself from the situation. But like at the end of the day, You can't let no one come in your own house, control your own house, right? So it takes people like myself and you and to don't you listen to become a listener versus just a mover, right? So learn to listen to the right people, y'all. In anything that will cause, first of all, I cannot be around somebody so easy to talk about somebody. If it's so easy for you to open and talk about somebody, that further lets me know what type of person you are, right? I need people that stand strong and stand firm on what they're doing. But like, I don't want to be around nobody talk about the next person because now you'll become a suction cup and you listen to this person talk about somebody, and then you miss your blessings based off what somebody else said. It's people that don't like me, never been in my stream, right? Never,
Same.
never,
Same.
don't even
I
know
have
nothing
that.
about me.
Yep.
You know what I
Big
mean?
facts.
So now
Big
you miss your
facts.
and be those to be the main one that did you wrong, but it made them feel guilty about it for the things they did to you, right? So pick your own lane. You can never be a leader following behind somebody. A real leaders put you on the side of them and cuff you under the wing, not put you behind. So you pick out your own lane, man, and learn from it. KG, learn from it. And don't do things because, man, people would do stuff just to be accepted. If a person can't respect you for your morals and your integrity, that further lets you know you only be around those type of people at
Big
all.
facts. Big
Yeah,
facts. I talk about that actually quite often. You know, kind of just, especially with random battles, because I think that a lot of people are scared of randoms. It's the uncertainty of what you're going to get, right? And I feel, and I've said it a lot, that you let your personality and this is what leaders do. Okay, leaders let their personality and their character dominate whatever situation they're in, and complete the narrative, set the narrative in the tone that you want it to go into. And when you
yeah,
do that, it takes all that anxiety of what you're going to get on the other side. It's like this is just in randoms, right? Because that's it's a scary, those randoms can be extremely scary for people, man. And I've heard it more often than not. I never do randoms. Randoms is the
yeah.
best place to do. I think it's the best place to network on this app.
It is. It's very challenging, man. Honestly, I hate it as well, man. But I've learned so much for the chat because nobody really the battle. We don't have no battle. Everybody going somewhere else. But my challenge is I want to challenge myself to change the narrative. You know how many people I battled that cursed me out and said something, and I changed their whole stream around. They said, man, I want to apologize, man. You know, you was this type of person. Like the whole narrative changed, and they come to my stream to apologize because it's based on what they hear people say. You know what I mean? They go off what other people say. So I just challenge myself, man, to be a positive light to the people. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Big facts. Big facts, man. Well, it's honestly been a pleasure, man. It
yeah,
really
man.
has. I appreciate you coming through, man. It's the first episode of Streaming 101. We all can take some learning curves from these men that we've had on the show today,
Amen.
guys.
Amen,
Big
man.
Country, Masterpiece. Is you got any events, anything coming up? Tell us about your streaming times, when you
Yeah.
stream, shows, anything like
You know
that at all,
what?
man.
Yeah, I do have we don't have no events, but I have a show every Friday right before here. So here's the thing, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. Come to my show. Men take a seat, ladies, and then when we're done, everybody go to his. Okay, we have enough people over there. I get all round all the troops up, and we go right to his show. You know what I mean? So I have a show called Men Take a Seat, which he was actually on, and I was honored to have. It was an honor to have him on as well. But it's
It was
about
great, man.
men, to open up, man, men empowerment, man. Like, uh, I'm gonna tell you the pain that we deal with in our head because our pride gets in the way. We don't want to talk about it. That's why suicide is so high when it comes to men. Like, you ain't belittling somebody, y'all. It's okay to cry. It's a difference between being vulnerable and being weak. You be vulnerable to the person people that you care about.
Oh, what just happened? Did we just lose country? Looks like he glitched out there. His show is every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. They are going for feature approved as well. Make sure you guys come check that show out. I was a guest on it last week, and it was an amazing show. I had a lot of fun. And like you said, man, we'll hop over there, and we can hop over here and come have streaming 101 each week. I want to thank the guests, man. Big Country, Masterpiece. It's been an absolute pleasure with you guys. Everybody, make sure to hit the favorite button on those men. Favorite the gifters of the stream. If you haven't hit that favorite up top, make sure that you hit that favorite up top. And we're going to do this again. Oh, you're good. You're good, brother. You're good. I finished it out for you, man. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday night.